Hello, this is Iron Bill. I'm going to start this one again. I just made a video on this, and I've got to be careful because sometimes when you're playing a lot of Iron Banner, especially solo queue, things can kind of feel bad. And I don't want to be too hard on people. I just want to be positive and just enjoy play. So here we are on Anomaly, Top Tree Nightstalker, Vigilance Wing, Ikelos Submachine Gun. Let's just walk through the play here, what I was thinking at the time, and what I attempted to do. And you can determine whether or not I had the right idea and whether or not I was successful. So I'm not very strong in the center. I just can't seem to track everything going on around me all the time, and I usually just get picked off by a sniper. So I tend to play the outside of the ring on this one. And I know they're over here. I know they are, but I feel like I'm being baited in. I see at least 3 blips on the radar. And I don't know why they're just hanging back there, but I'm waiting for them to pop back because I'm in a place where I can pull for cover. So I creep up here and I see somebody just sitting here. I think, nope, I've kicked the hornet's nest. It's time to get going. And my mobility is set for like 90, and I do not understand why that appears to be moving so slow. Okay, now watch this. I don't know why I switched that weapon. This is such a sweet spot right here because people just won't look under there. Now at this point, they're starting to pursue me, and there are 2 of them about to collapse on me. And if I give them enough time, they're going to finally flank me. So I'm going to give up some room here. He sees me. Now he probably stepped around to snipe, and I just back off of that, and I'm not going to peek it again. And they got heavy, and this is my doom. Now he must have warped up there because he was under the lip, and I thought, where in the world did he go? And it's a warlock that did warp. My teammates finish him off. I got a kill for that, so I'm at 1-0 right now. Got a piece of another, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, going to slide over here. This guy got himself in too deep. He never had a chance. Got another fellow up on top. If I jump on a cart, I probably have a shot at him, which is what I try to do. Now we've got him pretty much pinched. And he dropped a well and thought that would save him against 3 guys. And I got news for you. Unless that's a super, that had no chance of making it. Now, we just need to push them back off of B, touch the plate, reset it. And then I'm going to move through here and make a move on this guy, but again, I just overcommitted to it. It should have been a gimme, given that there were 3 or 4 of us there, but seeing that there was another guy that stepped in there, I could have been hit from the side for all I know. I seem to have died pretty quickly. Sometimes I do, though, and I don't know if that's net lag or what have you. All right, so this is where the Vigilance Wing really shines. I'm going to pull this guy back a little bit. I could stop, but I'll get shotgun with a Fellwinners if I do, and I know it. I've got the Ikelos. I need a little bit more room than he was giving me to make that work. So I'm going to come back in here. I just move on in, creep on in. I know he's there. There he is. See how good Vigilance Wing is? I mean, honestly, a pulse rifle at that range, being able to survive that attack. Now, again, if he'd had a shotgun, I would have been toast. And I probably should have been using the submachine gun on, instead. Would have been a smarter move. Now, my teammate's up here with me. Again. He goes for my teammate, melees him, but I finish him off. So that's at least 3 for my life right now. I want to come across. In the process of me paying attention to that one area, we managed to lose 3 zones. But I'm going to make them pay for it. That's number 4. There's number 5. And will I get another before I die? We'll see. I've got at least 5 right now. I step up here. I don't get this one. Which if I'd stayed in my position, I would have. Now I see the guy coming over the center. And I trade with him. So that's 6 for my life. I'll take it. 6 of them for 1 of me is a trade I'll do all day long, 6 days a week and 3 times on Sunday. What is? I don't even know what that saying is. It's an old colloquialism. I'll have to look that one up. All right, so far doing okay, other than getting ourselves triple cap for no good reason. Doing all right. Now shut that super down. And I realized that I just put myself in a very bad pinch position, so I'm going to run out this way. I don't think there's any way I'm going to get away from it. But the Wormhusk gave me just enough to get out of it. Just enough. If I didn't have the Wormhusk on, he would have pulled me down from behind. Big circle there because we're clear. Going to come back because they're coming for it. There they are. And this is super number 2 shut down. And that's unfortunate for him. As Geekermon says, hate to see it happen. Except really you don't. They really want this zone bad. You know, this has been the sweet spot, hasn't it? I mean, if you look at it, I'll challenge that all day long. Now, I've never really figured out how to play the center here. Those guys are trying to take a line on B. I want to keep them from having heavy again. I don't want that in their hands. So now I'm going to go look for a place to use it. So we have teammates right there. I'm going to slide around under here. I think about jumping up and tossing it, but you can get yourself killed pretty easily with that. So I'm going to come around here, wrap around the backside. This guy's occupied. Excuse me, hold this. Ah, he took that. All right. Now I've got people on my back. And I don't know why I threw that. I throw the smoke bomb in the weirdest places, but the good side of that is that'll register as me being there, so that may draw enemies off. Okay, there's one. Here comes the second one. I'm getting out of there. And I'm going to stretch across to the other side, and then I find out, hey, wait a minute, maybe they're there already. So I'm going to let this guy come on up, or try to. And they're really pushing for the zone, and this is when I buy it. I mean, there are just too many people. I have at least 2 in front of me and a couple behind me, and I'm wondering, what in the world is my team doing? I'm holding A myself. What were these guys doing? They were on the other side of the map. What was going on? So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? That's the only gripe I'm going to have about that. Yeah, and then that's a super I don't shut down. Contributed, but yeah. So far, other than a couple of weapon choices along the way, I'm happy with the way I'm playing here. I'm wondering why my team sometimes is doing what it's doing, but it's almost like they feel like they're getting hammered and they're getting really tentative about how they're playing, like the prevent defense or something. And see, I never had a chance there. I was coming in there alone, just trying to contest it because I don't want to get triple capped again. Now, we're 2 points from a win, and I think that's really what these guys were thinking. They were thinking, well, we'll just make sure we don't throw it away. But I'll tell you what, nothing will end it faster than killing the other side. So let's do that. All right. This other team wasn't that good that we should have been giving them that much respect. Yes, they had a good player. MD was a great player. And, you know, he laid it on us. But he's just one guy, and you know, the rest of that team wasn't worth giving that much room. And they were able to triple cap us, and they probably shouldn't have. So I'm not going to blame my entire team for that. I mean, I'm part of the team too. You know, I should be going to take zones. But I did find myself isolated on zones trying to defend them, and I'm wondering what's going on the other side of the map. So I wasn't there. I don't know. So let's just give them the benefit of the doubt, I guess. We won. I guess that's really what matters. I played personally, 18 defeats. I had a couple of really nice strings there. And again, the other team just let me do it. I mean, they just kept feeding one at a time into the funnel. I mean, that's easy. It didn't take any skill for that. 12 advantage. And I think our advantage kills were the story here. Then, of course, you've got 2 captures. That's not that impressive. And 3.0 efficiency. Hey, man, that's pretty good for me. So I'll take it. You know, as far as games are concerned, that's probably a pretty good match for me, all said and done. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I always enjoy making them one way or the other. Sometimes they're frustrating to get the material, but I always enjoy putting this together and serving it up. So I hope you enjoy the meal. Come back tomorrow night. I'll have something else. And for now, I guess that's all. So this is Iron Bill saying good night.